Hi, I'm Alicia, the founder of EA How To, and today I'm going to show you my most used custom GPT. And it's not the most obvious one, but I think you'll like it. It's not a meeting notes GPT or anything to do with inbox management or travel. It's called Rhonda's Wardrobe, and Rhonda is my dress mannequin. I use Rhonda to help me sell clothes on Vinted. I put the clothing item on Rhonda, take photos of the piece, take photos of the tags, upload everything into my custom GPT, and it immediately gives me a clean, descriptive, perfectly formatted Vinted listing. Title, description, ready to copy and paste. And this sounds like a small thing until you realize how much repetitive admin is involved in cleaning out your wardrobe and trying to do it responsibly by contributing to the pre-loved economy. The thing is, writing Vinted listings is boring. You have to describe the item, check the size, mention the brand, look at the fabric label, write the condition, give the measurements, make it sound appealing but not over the top. You have to be honest, and you have to do all of this again and again and again. Fortunately, a repetitive task like this is exactly the kind of task AI is brilliant at. So I'm going to show you exactly how I created Rhonda's wardrobe from scratch so that you can create your own version or just learn more about creating a custom GPT. Before we dive in, I must mention that this YouTube video is brought to you thanks to our friends at GroupTogether. GroupTogether makes signing group cards super simple. They have a huge range of fun cards everyone can sign digitally, and group card signing is available worldwide. Visit GroupTogether.com. Okay, let's dive into how to create a great custom GPT. First, I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm clicking Explore GPTs. Then I'm going to click Create and I'm going to name this GPT Rhonda's Wardrobe. For the description, I'll write creates clear, polished Vinted and eBay listings from clothing photos and tag images. Now we get to the most important part, the instructions. This is where most people either underuse custom GPTs or make them far too vague. They write something like, help me sell clothes online. That is not enough. You need to tell the GPT exactly how to behave. For Rhonda's wardrobe, I want it to know what platforms I sell on, how I want the title formatted, what words I do and don't want used, what details to include, what tone to write in, and what the final output should look like. So I'm going to paste in my instructions, and I'll also link to the instructions in the video description so you can easily copy and paste them. Now let me quickly talk through a few important parts. First, I tell it that it writes listings for secondhand and new clothing on eBay and Vinted. That matters because the format is slightly different. For Vinted, the title needs to be clean and simple, no emojis, no symbols, no special characters. For eBay, I want the title separated with vertical bars like this: brand, item type, color, size, condition. This is why custom GPTs are so useful. I don't want to remember those rules every time. I want the GPT to remember them for me. Next, I tell it the exact condition wording I want used every time. I'm only selling clothes that are in excellent condition with no flaws. This keeps every listing consistent. I also tell it not to use words like used or visible because I don't want listings saying things like excellent used condition or no visible flaws. Again, this is a tiny detail, but tiny details matter when you're trying to create clean, trustworthy listings. Next, I tell it what information to include where possible. Brand, size, condition, material, fabric, color. And this part's really important. I tell it not to invent anything. If the size, brand, or fabric is not clear from the photos or the tags, I don't want it guessing. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make with AI. They ask AI to be helpful, but they don't tell it where the boundaries are. This can easily lead to hallucinations where AI basically makes up information that sounds right but isn't. With a good custom GPT, you want to be really clear. Be helpful, but do not make things up. Then I define the voice. I want it to sound warm, conversational, and trustworthy. Like a friendly fashion lover sharing a great find. Not like a corporate robot, not like an overexcited influencer, just clear, polished, and practical. And finally, I tell it not to use bold or italic formatting because that doesn't copy properly into eBay or Vinted. So everything needs to stay in plain text. And to be clear, I developed these instructions over time with trial and error. I'd give some instructions and I'd find that something still wasn't right, so I'd keep adapting and trying again and repeating the process. Now I'm going to add a few conversation starters, something like create a Vinted listing from these photos, create an eBay listing from these photos, write a Vinted title and description, digitally iron this clothing image and create the listing. Now for this GPT, I don't necessarily need to upload lots of knowledge files because most of what it needs is in the instructions. But if I wanted to go further, I could upload examples of my best performing listings so the GPT learns my preferred structure even more clearly. It's a good idea to show examples of great output wherever possible. Examples do make a big difference. Now I'm going to save the GPT and then we test it. Remember, testing is everything. You probably won't get the exact right output the first few times. You need to keep adapting until you get the results you're happy with. So I'm going to upload photos of a clothing item on Rhonda, plus photos of the tags. Then I'm going to ask, create a Vinted title and description from these images. Now I'm looking for a few things. Has it included the size in the title? Has it kept the Vinted title clean with no special characters? Has it correctly identified the brand? Has it pulled fabric information from the tag? Has it used the exact condition wording? Has it avoided making anything up? Importantly, would I actually copy and paste this into Vinted? Because the ultimate goal is, of course, usable output. If I still have to rewrite the whole thing, the GPT has failed. But if I only need to quickly check it, maybe tweak one phrase and paste it into Vinted, then it's a win. And that is why Rhonda's wardrobe saves me so much time, because once the GPT is set up, the workflow is simple. Put the item on Rhonda, take photos, upload, get title and description, copy and paste. Done. And I know this example is fun and a little bit niche, but that's exactly why I like it, because it shows what custom GPTs are really good for. Not vague productivity, they're great for really specific repetitive admin. And if you're an executive assistant, this is where your brain should immediately start going, what am I doing again and again? What do I write repeatedly? What do I format repeatedly? What do I check over and over again? What do I explain over and over again? That could be meeting summaries, event briefs, travel itineraries, stakeholder updates, LinkedIn drafts, expense descriptions, board summaries. The principle is the same. A usable custom GPT has a clear job, clear instructions, clear boundaries, clear formatting rules, and a repeatable output. So that is my most used custom GPT, Rhonda's wardrobe. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what repetitive task you have turned into a custom GPT. And if you want more practical AI training specifically for executive assistants, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.